because if you're watching this live, you probably won't see this, but you should see it later. So I just want to say welcome. We got a couple announcements tonight, and we will get going with it. We'll give everyone a few minutes to hop on. Just kind of do some housekeeping. It's really hard trying to find music for these things, man. Like I probably tried five different types of music, man, and it doesn't matter what you pick. It all sounds like porn music. It's either like chill porn music or like wild hip hop porn music, man. So it all sounds weird. So we're just gonna go with the music that we got, and it's just gonna be what it is. So, all right. So, what's up, everybody? Got the chat coming. So, can you hear me? Oh, hear me, but far away. What is up with that? What's it sound like, everybody, for everybody else? Tim says it's sounding kind of funky. Oh, that's unmute, mute. Let's check settings just to make sure while we're here. Yeah, on my side, it's showing the microphone's good for audio input. Is the microphone? Ooh. There we go. How's that sound? It was using the microphone on this little cheap camera. So I bet that sounds a little bit, sounds like you're in an empty room. Well, how does it sound? Because now I'm not in an empty room. I mean, I'm in a garage, I guess, but it's not empty. It's a garage, bro. What about now? You still hearing an echo? I know there's sometimes a lag on everything, so everything sounds good. All right, yeah, yeah. Like I said, I went to look at the microphone, and apparently it was using the microphone in this little camera. And it's a cheap little camera, but it works, and I guess at least picked it up. But now I've got the nice mic going, so yeah. I wanted to welcome everyone for coming on tonight. And I guess like what are we doing? We'll do some giveaways tonight. I mean, I wasn't planning on it, but I guess I got something I can give away to you guys. So I've got a few things going on, and I wanted to get everyone's. Oh yeah, you like my shirt? It's magically tint delicious. Yeah, I eat Lucky Charms like way too often, man. I got kids, so we eat Lucky Charms. Let me take that logo out of the way for now. Where was that at? All right, yeah, let's take that off. All right, so I wanted to invite everyone on tonight because I got some fun stuff I've been working on, and I haven't been great about making sure that I stay up to it and keep things going. So, when you got projects going on, it's really easy, especially because more of us than we like to admit probably have ADHD or undiagnosed ADHD or some other mental health problems, and we all kind of get caught up, right? So I've got a few big projects I've been working on. Thanks for coming on, everybody. Good to see you on here. I've got a few big projects. Jeremy says sexy now. I've got a few big projects I've been working on, and I wanted to get better at taking little bites at a time is the best way to say it. I'm guilty about, waiting and putting off and saying, hey, later on I'll have time to get, 2 or 3 hours of that work done, Yeah, Kevin says he'll admit to it, man. Cash is OCD too, man. Yeah, let's be real. We're all humans, man. We're all Americans. I guess everyone here is American. There might be some Canadians in here, but and we all probably have our own little mental health problems, right? What's up, Liz? What's up, Kyle? I see you, Carl. Good to have everyone on, man. Thanks for coming. So when you're working on a big project, it's important to make sure that you set little bits of time aside. Like they say, like, what's the best way to eat an elephant? It's one bite at a time, right? So I'm getting better about taking little bites off here and there. And that's what this live's starting with tonight. And it's going to be continuing on because I've got some projects working on that I want your help on. I want anybody who wants to be involved in this. I want your help, man. We've got two things going on. Like you've heard me talk about before, we've got Tint Fam, right? The Tint Fam Magazine. We've got the Tint Fam website, the Tint Fam store, all that kind of cool stuff, man. If you have products that you want to sell on the Tint Fam store, get with me. I'll get you a link to go up to sign up. I've got someone in Canada that we're looking to get some products on there. I've got it set up for the Canadian folks. But if you've got products to sell, like cool stuff, you got, I don't know, some you got knives, you got shirts, you got that kind of stuff. Like if you want to have another place to sell it in, we can put it on the Tint Fam store. Get with me on that, and I'll tell you what all entails with that. So, but also with Tint Fam Magazine, I was on Dark Tooth podcast recently, and I was challenged by Mr. Shady J himself to to was it to involve more of the actual Tint Fam in the creation of Tint Fam Magazine, right? So I want to get with you all and say, if there are any of you that want to be a part of this, I'm going to be doing a weekly live for this. I'm doing with 2 weekly lives. One we're going to do is going to be for Tint Fam. It's going to be to come on for fun content, for fun interactions. Going to be a good fun time, man. Like right, like and fun things we can do with the magazine, fun things we can do for giveaways, all sorts of fun stuff like that. So what we're going to need is what's up, Charlie? What's up, Jay? We're gonna need some people. I mean, we're gonna need like artists, man. If you can draw, even if you can kind of draw, okay, like these don't have to be like going into like a competition type drawings, man. Like we're trying to build like funny comics with it, man. So the whole voice we're trying to build with Tint Fam Magazine is we want to build it like if you've heard of a magazine called The Sun, it's about really heartfelt stories, man. I want to tell stories about people's transformations going through the industry and not just what they've done in the industry, but what their life has been like before, during, and while they've been in for a while, and how much that has helped them, you know, in their growth and what lessons they've learned in life through the industry. You know, I want to help attract more people to the industry through stuff like that. So, yeah, Tim, we'll get together on hats, man. I like that idea, and I want to make sure that we tell people stories through that, and also take it to a fun level because like reading a bunch of heartfelt stories. Like I don't know if you've ever read the magazine The Sun. It's got a lot of like awesomely personal stories. They're amazingly heartfelt stories that just like pull at your heartstrings, right? Make you tear up sometimes, man. Like I want to tell good stories, but I also that could be really heavy, man. For a long time, that can for a dread hat for Billy, that can be really heavy. Reading deep stories like that all the time, and I want to pull us out of that sometimes and have a little bit of fun too. And I want to get to where we have some fun in there too. And we want to build stuff like fun comics, you know, fun comic strips, whether it's, you know, 2-3 panel comic strips. If you want to take up a whole page with a comic, like I want to put you in there, man. And I want to put your artwork in there. I want to make you a part of it. And that's kind of what part of what we're doing tonight is I want to see, you know, if you've got a skill, if you've got a talent, if you've got something that you just enjoy doing, if you like writing, if you like writing stories, you know, if you like writing some tips and tricks, you know, if you like writing that kind of stuff that could go in a magazine, I'd love to have you a part of the Tint Fam. You know, bring you into it. Kevin can do graffiti, dude. That sounds awesome. Like, could you? Digital artwork's great. This is going to be printed in the end, so digital art's fine as long as we can print it. Dude, if you want to write poetry, Jay, like whatever you want to do, man. Kevin, if you want to do graffiti and do some cool stuff, like as part of the artwork, or even if you just want to do like a guest, you know, art piece in there, like a cover art, or if you want to do a regular thing, you know, like take your graffiti to another level with something that has to do like with the industry or something around the industry, man. Like that'd be fun, man. We can do that, Jordan. If you want to do video stuff, man. If you want to rap, bro, rap it out, man. Let's do it, man. We got some fun, chill music here, so might be kind of hard to rap to, but you know. The music kind of stopped for a minute. But so that's kind of some stuff I want to do, man. I want to get the Tint Fam involved is a big thing, you know. At first, I started off with this, like, watch this. I'm going to build this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to get some people involved. I'm going to do all these interviews. I'm going to tell these stories, you know. And I realized, man, that like I might not be the best at that, you know. And if there's anyone who wants to be a part of that to give to it as well, like I'd love to have you on board with the Tint Fam, man. I'd love to have you on board. Yeah, writing. It depends on how I say it. Sometimes, Jeremy, there's either writing or writing. You can either write something or you can write about something. So you're either writing or you're writing. So I don't know. That's how it goes. And then if there's like, look, with this Tint Fam stuff is anyone wants to jump on lives with us too and have some fun, man. Like, so the Tint Fam stuff is going to be a lot of fun, a lot of creation, a lot of building, a lot of sharing talents, hobbies, you know, stuff like that, man. I want to tell people stories. I've got some of you I'm going to follow up with who have already filled out the form on the site to kind of give your contribution ideas. We have a few people there. I'll be reaching out to you and kind of getting your story and getting interviews set up. I'm going to have soon a link set up where you can go on and like if you want to tell your story, I'll have a link set up to where you can go on. You can schedule a time where we can sit together. We'll do a video like this, but we'll just record it, and that way I can edit it. We can make it more concise, and we can tell your story in a more concise way through video promotions, all that kind of stuff, man. So, Let's see. Greg says, how much support from Autobahn does Tint Fam will have? Autobahn supports everything, bro. Like, the best way I can say is I'm like, dude, I want to do this. And they're like, go for it. I want to do this. All right, cool. Let me know what you need. Like, so yeah, so support for Tint Fam isn't a big deal. It's something I want to make sure, and Autobahn's who completely awesome, completely cool with this, about making sure we keep it open to a lot of how do I say it? To a lot of brands, and a lot of people have an opportunity through this. So this isn't brand specific, man. I want to have access to where everyone can have access to this. This is going to be a Tint Fam. You know, the Tint Fam isn't just related to one dealer circle, right? Like, the Tint Fam uses all sorts of different films, man, and I want to make sure we include that. So another thing, it was Kevin says, well, if you've never tinted a car in his life, bro, you're part of the Tint Fam. If you work at somewhere that even does tint, you're part of the Tint Fam, man. That's what family's like. We'll just call you a cousin. How about that, Kevin? It's all family, man. You can be a tint cousin. See, like, Billy Aiton's over here already, man. Like, trying to spit some rhymes, man. So, ooh, maybe if one of you likes music and can produce a beat for us, can produce a rhythm for us to come together with, man, maybe people can write different verses that we can go on there, man. Or even if you don't want to be a part of it, you know, right? Like, what if you could write a verse for us to make a rap song with? You know, El Magic is in the house, man, with Autobahn, and dude loves to perform, man. So maybe we can get something going with him, and we can make like a big song of the for the Tint Fam. So that would be awesome. So yeah, so stuff like that, man. That would be so much fun, man. Even Jay with his Fruity Loops, man. Like, make something, Jay. Ideas are just ideas, bro. So yeah, Kevin, that's cool, bro. Like, you're still a cousin, man. The Tint Fam has brothers, sisters, cousins, dads, grandpas. I guess we call Billy Aiton a grandpa. He's one of the Tint Fam grandpas. We got grandmas. We've got lots of folks, man. So it's one big Tint Fam. We got cousins, we got second cousins, we got third cousins twice removed, we got fifth cousins third times removed. So I mean, we got a big family tree, bro. So sorry, that was some southern stuff coming out right there. But yeah, Stephanie can be that. Stephanie can be the second cousin twice removed, man. Yeah, for real. Liz, we're mixing everything, man. This is a really mixed up family from all over the world. We are an international family, right? We come from all over the world, man. So someone mentioned, I think, who mentioned cards? Someone mentioned trading cards, right? So we did let me fill you in on where the trading cards have been. Because I showed you all about the trading cards. And Jay asked what removed means. So as far as I know, what removed means is when you've got like a second cousin, or a first cousin, you're like your cousin, let's say your dad's brother's kid is your cousin, right? Well, when that cousin has a kid, that's your first cousin once removed, as far as I get it. I used to call that a second cousin. Pretty sure that's the first cousin once removed. So twice removed would be your cousin's kid's kid. So I don't know. That's what I did. We'll get there, Greg. I see you, bud. We'll get to the film star stuff. That's coming out to the Tint Fam stuff. We've got more coming out to the Tint Fam stuff. So I want to fill you all in on the trading cards, right? So we made a trading card. If you don't know about the trading cards, we're making trading cards for the Tint Fam, right? There are two ways to get your own trading card, to get your face and get your mug on a trading card. Yeah, meant they left the family. They were like, meant that they were literally removed. So we'll get there, Greg. I appreciate you, but I'm glad you're excited, man. We're gonna get to that in a minute, dude. Now Cash is confused. Cash might need a new brain. If anyone's got a brain he can have, Cash might need a new one, dude. His brain's a little jumbled up after that. He's a little confused, man. So yeah, Dustin, take it, dude. You got a picture right there of yourself, Mr. Rocket Man, with your freaking rocket PPF, dude. That was an awesome picture, by the way. I love that picture, dude. No, I'm not a camper, Billy. I'm in my garage. All right, so there's two ways to get on your trading card, right? Well, one place you got to go. There's two ways to get on a trading card. One place you got to go is you got to go to tintfam.com/trading cards. I think I have a caption for that. Boom. Don't you love preparation, man? So If you want to be on a trading card, go here. There are two ways to be on a trading card. One, you can sponsor your trading card yourself. It's $75 to sponsor your own trading cards. We're going to print 250 of these. They're going to be included. Tim, send that over to me, man. There's a freaking email I had to send that kind of stuff to. Message me, Tim. I'll get you the email. So one way is you can sponsor your own card at $75. We're going to print 250 of these. We're going to put them into little foil packs like this. Here's like some samples that I got from a trading card company. These aren't the Tint Fam trading cards. These are some samples I got from companies to see what kind of like cases we could put them in and what kind of print stuff we can do. So we're going to put them into foil packs of 10 random cards each, and we're just going to send those out and do them as giveaways, do them as all sorts of cool stuff, right? So you can sponsor your own card and pay $75. I'm not going to show you too much yet, but you get your own logo. I guess I already showed these some. You get your own logo on the card. Right now, we've got a Tint Fam logo right there, right? So you get your own logo on the card, or you can allow someone else to sponsor your card. You can either ask that someone sponsors your card by allowing. There's a on the form on the page down here. You'll see it. There's a way to fill out the form and says, "Hey, I want someone else to sponsor my card," right? And what you're doing is you're allowing someone else to pay for your card and put their logo on your card. So be careful. If you want a specific company to get with me, John, go here, dude. I got you, bro. We'll make you a good one, man. If you want to allow someone else to sponsor your card, you can have them you can either ask to have them sponsor it. They can request to sponsor it. If there's 0 requests either way, what we're going to do is a random drawing. So say if someone comes in and says, "Hey, I want to sponsor 10 cards," right? They pay the $750 for the 10 cards. Then we'll put their logo on 10 random cards. We'll just pick them, put them on there, right? So if you got special requests, we can try that. It gets really tough to do special requests, and there's a lot of problems in the organization of that. So I'd rather keep it all random. But if you got special requests, we'll see what we can do to make it work, right? Yes, Tim, that's a good question up here. Is it $75 for all 250 or what? Yes. So the $75 covers the 250 cards, and it covers the foil packs that we need to put them in. And then there's a machine. So here's the process, right? It's Tint Fam. Let's be transparent about the way we're doing this, right? So what I'm doing is I'm going to get 250 cards for every person printed. They're going to come in a big box like this, right? I'm going to have way too many of these boxes sitting around my garage, right? I'm going to take cards out of each one. I'm going to jumble them up. I'm going to have a printed foil pack. We're going to slide them in. I can buy these printed with one end sealed. And then the second end, we're going to slide them in. The second end, I have to seal it, right? So I have to buy a sealer as well. So that all covers all those costs of all of the foil packs, all the cards, all that kind of stuff. So what's up, Jan? Good to have you on, brother. Oh, yeah, Kevin. Yeah, get Dave Silversea to do it, man. Just take his card when he's not looking and just punch it in. Don't tell anybody you did that because that's probably frowned upon. You probably shouldn't do that because that would be problematic. You know what I'm saying? So, Greg, that's a great idea, Greg. Greg, if you want to do a special edition card, I'd love to do that, man. These first edition cards, so let me show you these because now I've already put one down, man. Y'all got me all over the place. Here we go. So the first card I had printed, right? We decided to sponsor that Tint Bird dude who was causing problems last year. So we decided to put one for him first because we had a special deal where he let us sponsor him. And the problem with the first deck of cards, if you look at this corner here, they cut some stuff off up here. They kind of got it really off-centered if you look and see, man. And even on the bottom, on the back, they had like a big white line on the card. So we got that fixed, right? Tim says, if you sponsor your own card or if you sponsor a card, would you send out at least one for them? Boom. I got you, fam. I got something special I'm going to do. It takes time to do. But, yeah, I'll send everyone out one of their cards for them. I got something special I'm working on for you. Yeah, everyone will get some of their own cards. I don't want to be like, no, you don't get your own card, man. Like, even if you don't sponsor your own card, the thing is if you sponsor your card, we'll get to them quicker while we get sponsors going for cards. So we'll sponsor the card. We'll sponsor the card. You sponsor your own card. We'll get you in the stack quicker. We'll get the card made. We'll get them printed, and we'll put them aside. And when we do that, we'll go ahead and send some over to you. So there's going to be one card per person at first. We'll have different editions, right? This is going to be the first edition style card. So what we did was with this issues, I had to get it reprinted, redone, resent out, redone. So they did better this time, and they got it more realistic. I mean, there's still a little bit of side cut off in that top corner. But getting these things perfect, man, is so tough, man. Oh, Jonna, that's awesome. Yeah. So, yeah, that's awesome. Jonna and Joshua Reeves' daughter, her high school mascot is a gnat. So, of course, I had to send them a Natty by Nature shirt, man. So I'm glad y'all got it, man. That's awesome. Except it's funny. I asked, I was like, can you wear that to school? It's got a big bat on the back of it. Like, I don't know what kind of message that sends, but they're not wearing it to school, so they're good. But yeah, so one card per person for now. Yeah, and Tim, send me over the your new character. And there's some of you who've got new pictures, man, that I'm gonna reach out to and see if you want to put new pictures on there. I'm currently editing the cards right now, and we'll get them sent out now that we've got a decent print for those. So what we'll do is we'll put down here, we'll put your name. So this guy's name is Mo DeCrow, and then we've got Tintbird 3 is his nickname, right? So we'll put those on the front, then we'll throw it down, then we'll pick it back up. And then on the back, we'll split a different kind of picture, if you can see, and we'll put, how long you've been tinting since, there's a space on there on the trading card site to pick, what kind of stuff you want to put on there, a little bit about you. We can't fit a whole lot on these, obviously, because it's a small area, but by what you put on there, we will pick the best spots out and kind of edit it to fit in there. And then if you sponsor your own card, we can put your shop's logo, your business logo, anything like that right here. Or if you don't, then we put someone else's logo there if you don't want to sponsor your own card. So, and then, so these will be the first edition cards that'll go out. And dude, I've got plans. I want to do cards for like every event we do, like once we get there, right? Like when people compete, I want competitor series cards. When, the different conventions, for WFR Family Union, for Tinner Battles, for WFCT, like I want to do as many like competitor cards as we can. When they win, we'll do a winner series. We'll eventually get in like some holographic cards for the people who actually win the competitions. Dude, there's so much fun stuff we're gonna do with that kind of stuff, man. So time frame for the cards, time frame for submissions. The time frame is hurry up and wait. Not a big hurry. I'll make sure I do an announcement when we get down to the final things, because what we got to do is I got to build out cards for people first. I've got a template made up. I've got to edit the picture that they sent in, put it in, use it, all that kind of cool stuff. And then from there, we've got to edit them, get them all sent out for print, that kind of stuff. I've got to compile all of them. I'm hoping to get 100 total, because that's going to give that's what I priced everything out as when we get to that bulk, is if we can get 100 people to be a part of the first set of cards, then everything priced out great, man, and it'll work awesome, and we'll all get to have some fun, man. So. Oh, man. How many people have signed up for the card so far, Billy? I want to say we've got about 10 to 12. I forget the exact count. I want to say we've had like 6 or 7 actually sponsor their own cards, and we've got about 10 or 12 or so that have signed up so far. So go down here. If you want to get your own trading card set up, go down here. We'll get those printed out soon and get that moving. So where else are we going with this? So yeah, again, if for anybody who wasn't here beginning, we're trying to bring people into this Tint Fam thing and make this a bigger part of the actual Tint Fam and get people involved in it. So if you got stuff you want to put, let me know. We've got tons of cool stuff, right? To get into something that Greg Sloan is excited about, I don't blame him, man. It's pretty cool stuff. If you haven't seen yet, Greg Sloan has a book he's working on. It's called How to Be a Film Star. Excuse me. He's got a whole book. It kind of goes over a lot of like the tools available, how to use them, some basics. So of the process, some teaching, some trainings, all that kind of cool stuff, man. I forget Greg's exact story, but I know he used to do a lot of graphic design stuff. So he's designed a lot of pages in here. He's done a lot of stuff in this. So he's got, even like shop layouts, recommended shop layouts, patterns for tinting, resources, like for tools. Lots of cool stuff in here if you haven't seen it yet. And I got a shout out for the snap tit. Yeah. He's gonna be coming out with that. And so we're gonna be putting some stuff in the Tint Fam magazine as well for that, to kind of show some of it and give a place to buy it. So what Tim says is got to stay on your live so it's top of mind to everyone. Will do, brother. One of the things that we're doing right now is I'm committing, right, to 2 weekly lives, to 2 lives every week, right? And it's going to be tough. I'm not going to be perfect, but I'm committing to 2 weekly lives at least. One for Tint Fam, right? And I want to ask you guys like what you thought. Like, would Mondays be a good night for that? Or I'm gonna do either I'm gonna do one Monday at 7. I'm gonna do one Thursday at 7. And I wanted to see what you guys thought would be more fun on Monday. Would you think? I think Tint Fam will be more fun on Monday, right before. Yeah, lives are super tough, man. Right before, what is it? Though you get the week started, you've had one day. Like, I wonder if Monday would be a good day for Tint Fam for the fun stuff. I'm not doing Friday, bro. Like, I think that would be awesome, but I'm not doing Fridays. I'm leaving Friday for fun nights, man. So I think Monday might be a good night for it. And then Thursday. So we'll get into that in a second, what we're going with Thursday. Because I'm gonna need people's help with that too. And I want to build a board is what we're building for that one, right? So yeah, Tim, I feel like that, man. It might be half a day. It might be half an hour. Not a half a day, man. Might be half an hour. So and if we need to move it, we can move it. So like even Angel mentions, what about hump day, man? If we need to move it, we can. Go work on that motorcycle, Jeremy. You got races to win, bro. I got something coming for you for your motorcycle. So go ahead and get working with that, dude. So 7 p.m. Mountain time is what I'm thinking. That way it's at least late enough for folks, especially on your Central Coast and East Coast, have time to get some stuff done. And it's like 8 or 9 o'clock for them. Because some of the early stuff for me, especially out here in Mountain time, even if it's like 7 o'clock on the East Coast, it's 5 o'clock here. And it's tough for me to get part of those because I've got a family and all. So, yeah, no, my stuff would be at 7, which would be 8 Central time. But we'll figure that out, man. And I'm up for some movement. I'm up for, making it work. But I figured it'd be fun for Tint Fam. The Tint Fam one, I guess, may not be as consistent because it's not as much of a direct mission with that. It's more fun creatives. Like imagine like a room of people sitting around brainstorming, joking, trying to come up with some stuff and some content for the magazine, some content for video ideas, that kind of stuff. Like that's what the Tint Fam one is going to be. It's going to be a fun one, man. And then so that leads into that's done with the Tint Fam stuff. That's going to be tons of fun. I'm so excited for that stuff. So another thing we've got going. Oh, what if we did a giveaway? And see, Clubhouse is an option, Liz. I've thought about too, for one. Yeah, we'll do with the Tint Fam one. We'll have guests. We'll have whoever. It can be 5 people. It can be 1 person. It can be. I can have up 10 people on here. If we need to move the Tint Fam one or either one of them over to like Microsoft Teams or Zoom if we need a ton of people, or even Clubhouse if we need a ton of people, man. Like we can do different things like that, man. So, God, man, brain fart. Oh, giveaway. See, thanks, Mark. I was like, wait, what was I just talking about doing? What's up, Haley? Good to see you. A giveaway. So, let me grab this. All right, so let's do a keg wrap giveaway. Who wants one of these? Let's see, what should we do? We're going to give away one of the, I guess this is the second edition. Yeah, this is the second edition keg wrap. So I don't have a keg to give you. But if you got a keg, I've got a second edition keg wrap we're going to give out. So I don't know. Let's do a giveaway. How do we do a giveaway? Let's see if you were watching. No, I wish I had a whole keg. I don't have a whole keg to give you. Next time we'll give away some kegs. I'll figure that out. We'll figure out how to give away some kegs. But for right now, I've got a keg wrap. Or if you want something else, we've got a different way. Oh yeah, you see us, Lisa? Yeah, there you are, Tint Diva. Dude, so I just want to say, man, thank you so much to everyone who sent your logo into this. I was showing this to someone else today. He's new to the industry. A guy here locally that I'm helping learn, and I really wanted to show it to him. And I had it in the bay. I was making a PPF pattern for him, and I was like, he's asked about. I was like, check it out, dude. So these are, tint are small over the place, man. Like, and Oh yeah, Timmy. Yeah. Vinyl guys are cousins, man. They're Tint Fam cousins. Um, and what was it? Dude, it was so cool to like look around this and just be able to name so many people on this one. Oh, this is first edition. This is the first edition. This isn't even the second edition. This is the first edition. So I'll give you a choice. This is the first edition. Second edition has even more. What's up, Maverick? Good to see you on here. Uh, Dark Truth Podcast isn't on the first edition. Oh yeah, it is. It's on the first edition. But thanks, man, for everyone who sent your logo in to be a part of this, man. This was huge, dude. To show this guy and like, look, this is, there's Jeremy, there's Haas, there's Dom, there's the Beckers, there's Angel, Thomas, to show all these people, hey, Gilbert, to show all these people on here and to know all these people just felt freaking awesome, man. So just like I'm just so happy to know all these people, man, and to know everyone. And even if we may not personally know each other too much, we've interacted enough online, and I just appreciate all you guys, man. Yeah, Timmy, we let Kevin in here, and all he does is detail car. All he does is polish cars, man. So, it's no big deal. He just polishes cars, man. Like, whatever. But yeah. So yeah, for real, dude. So like, it's really awesome to be like, these people are from all over the country. Some people are from outside the country, man. Like, there's Australian folks on there. There's what is it? Canadian folks on there. Like, so man, we're gonna give away one of them now. That's awesome, Greg. I've got tons of them too, man. So well, I've got a whole, if you want to be on, I'm getting better with the links, right? If you want to be on the next stuff, because we've got some other fun projects coming too. I don't want to tell you, because if I tell you, I'm not going to be as excited about it to release it. We've got some custom Tint Fam stuff coming with special prizes, with all sorts of cool stuff. I got it sitting right over here, man. I can't show you, but it's gonna be cool, man. I was gonna say, caption wise, if you want to be a part, is it not on here? Oh, let me get this link for you real quick. Try to test this link. Is this the right link? All right. Let me add something here. This takes a minute to. Boom. And I'll put this in the chat here too. I guess it'll show up. If you want to be part of the sticker bomb and you haven't gone and filled that stuff out yet, go fill this out. Yeah, love you, Jeremy. Love you, brother. You're awesome, dude. Go fill that link out. There's a place to put your link in there. We have an agreement, right? So there's a whole agreement. I want to make this as legit as we could. Hey, Donna Ashby. Hey, okay, you're on Tim's day. So Tim and Donna. Hey guys, it's good to have you on here, man. Corey's awesome. Just want to say that out loud. So on the sticker bombs, you can go here to the link, tintfam.com/sticker bomb. There's a form to fill out on there. There's a place you can upload your logos, upload some rough artwork. It's not that big of a deal. I will do editing. I will make it work for what the projects we're using it for. There's also, a place for any special requests. There's also a sticker bomb agreement. What that sticker bomb agreement says is you're giving us permission to use your logo in the sticker bombs, for promotional items, for giveaway items, for stuff to help put on. We're only going to use it. It only gives us permission to use it in the sticker bomb, right? Putting this on here is not giving us legal permission to use your logo on its own for anything, is the best way to say it, right? You're giving us permission to use it in the sticker bomb. So what we do is we put all these logos on and we make these Tint Fam promotional products. We'll have posters coming. I've already been talking with Tinder Brand about coming together on a towel, all sorts of cool stuff, man. So we'll have tons of fun Tint Fam stuff for you guys. You can frame it, you can put it up, hang it up, you can do all sorts of stuff you want with it. So we got more coming. It just takes time to get it all built, right? So I'm going to do this the easiest way I know to do the giveaway for folks watching. We'll do it, old school Jason style. We've got 23 people in here, so we're going to double it. And we're going to make a number from Hang on, don't start. Don't start. I'm gonna write it down somewhere so y'all know I'm not cheating, right? If I had a freaking piece of paper somewhere I could use. All right. How about this? I'm just messing with you. All right, I'm not looking, right? Because you've already guessed the number, I'm just gonna ignore it, right? We're gonna say 1 through 50, and we're gonna make it. All right, I've got it written down right here, and you can't see it. You know, I mean, if you got some special like stuff, go for it. All right, so no one's yeah. All right, whatever. It's from here. Go. All right, and it's whatever I see up here. It's 1 through what I say 1 through 50. And he's gonna come super quick. It's gonna be hard to see, right? I'm gonna miss stuff, but I'm gonna scroll and see what I see. Let's go. Hum and hum. We got who's got the number? Who's got the number? We gotta guess the number. We gotta guess the number. We got nope, not 23. It's not 13. It's not 11. It's not 50. Let's keep them coming. Keep them coming. Let's here we go. Here we go. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Do we have the number? Do we have the number? No, we've got 6. We've got 12. We got 13, 12, 25. These aren't the right numbers. Y'all keep guessing. We've got going. Let's go. 43, 1, 48. Not it. Not it. We're getting close. Everyone's getting close, I guess, because it's process elimination. People are guessing like all the same numbers at the same time. So, again, this skips through some of them pretty quick. Y'all are typing quick, man. I'm kind of scrolling through too, man, and we're checking. I don't see the number so far. We got 32, 40, 32, 31, 39, 34, 41. Come on, come on, come on. Who's got a number? I don't see the number. I see all sorts of wild numbers, but I don't see the number. I'm scrolling at the same time, and I still don't see the freaking number because these numbers are loading up so dang fast, man. Like, I'm trying to do as fair as I can, but I don't see the number. We got 32, 47, 43, 22, 45, 48. Oh, we got the number. It was Mr. Oh, where'd it go? Damn it, I saw the number. Stop guessing. Stop guessing. I saw the number. And of course, it went too damn fast for me to see it. Jeez, man. I saw it. Who was it? It was Shady J with number 37. And guys, it's the first one I saw, so I don't want to hear it. I scrolled through over here. You should see my screen, man. Like, I'm scrolling and numbers are just keep popping up, right? How about this? If you show me, if you're like, oh, I said it first, prove it and I'll send you one. How about that too? Because y'all still guessing. Well, we got Shady J won it. Where's the number? I thought I clicked this chat thing. Where'd it go? It left. But yeah, Jay won it. If you can prove that you said it, you said 37 before him, then I'll send you one too. But that's gonna be tough to prove. So let's see what happens. All right. Y'all are still guessing, man. Oh, now it shows up. Y'all were guessing so fast and freaking things out so much. That's how long it took for that to actually show up, man. That took way too long for that to show up. Oh, man. Yeah, Corey, you eventually said 37. I noticed yours way after I noticed Jay's. I noticed his first, and I clicked on it, and I was waiting for it to show up, and it didn't show up, man. So sometimes I guess when there's that many people, too, there's a lag. But if you can prove it, then I'll send you one. How about that, man? Yeah, Jay, I'll send you the Tint Fam keg wrap, man. So now we're moving on. There's something else we've been working on, man. I don't know how many of you saw the Trip said Cash at 37. All right, well, if y'all can prove it, I'll send one to Cash too. All right. But I'm down. I just don't want to give one to everyone who says they got it first. If you can get me a screenshot that says you got it, I'm down. Like, I'll share the wealth. We'll do a couple of them, man. I don't mind. We'll do a couple giveaways. So if you notice, there's another project I'm working on. And it's part of a bigger project, right? And this is another thing that I'm trying to get better about getting more of you involved in. If you want to be involved in it, right? It's the big thing. I don't want to like drag anybody into this, but if you want involvement in this, I would love to have you involved in this. So there is a guy down in, look at that guy, man. He says send one to Corey and Cash. He doesn't even want one. Or are you giving yours away and doubling it? Okay, I got you, Jay. We'll send one to Corey and Cash. Dave was thinking 37. All right. I bet Dave was a shaver, has a way to prove he was thinking 37, man. So if you watched, I was scrolling Facebook one day. I spend way too much time on Facebook. I'll be honest about it, right? But I love you guys, so I love to share. I love to be on. I love to help. I love to give input wherever I can. So I saw on a post, a guy posted, said, "Hey, I've got a high school class. We've got a shop class we're teaching window tint out of, and I just want to know, I can't remember exactly what he said. Like, I just want some help, man." Oh yeah, Cash has some, dude. Well, who are we giving one to? How about that? How about just if folks are paying it forward, let's there we go. Trip says, "Hey, should I send it to Trip?" I mean, is a lot of y'all have them or don't have them, or I don't know, man. Like, you guys are so giving. Everyone's like, "Nah, I don't want it. Give it to someone else." All right. All right. We've got a few of them. I'm gonna have to make a list, man. We'll get some Tint Fam keg wraps out. I make lists. I've learned to make lists. I talked to you guys. I don't know if you guys have seen, man. Like, David Kratz is a beast with how much he gets done, right? And one day I'm like, dude, how do you get all this done, man? And he said one thing he taught me. He's like, start with lists, right? Fill out a list, and if you miss something on the list, tomorrow when you come back, sit down, it's there. We'll get it done before you move on. And I'm like, dude, that killer. So here's a list, right? Split the keg. Yeah, Angel. How about I cut one up into 40 pieces, man, and just send it out to everybody, right? All right, make sure we put some names down here. All right, that's it. Done. All right, so another thing I'm doing is I'm working on building out a platform. That's the right word. A syllabus type program for Jesus's high school class, right? And that's a good idea, Liz. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to build out a program that Jesus can use to teach his high school students, right? Now, these high school students, they may not be in the class as long as like if they were training, but I want to give them exposure to window tint at several steps along the way, right? And I want to build a program of skills that they need to learn. Like, what are skills you got to learn early on in tinting? What are some skills you learn next, and so on, right? And another thing that we're going to do is I want to build a board of people to do this with, right? Is the big thing. And that's what I'm working on, Ed. I've got all this, a lot of it in my head that I've got to get organized and get out on paper, right? On paper. It's 2023, on paper, right? And then like a keg marriage, man. Yeah, if you want to buy, thanks, Tim. Thanks, Tim. If you want to buy one of the kegs, go to tintfam.com/shop. You can go to tintfam.com and get there, or you can go to tintfam.com/shop and buy some. We've got first edition for 5 gallon. We got second edition for 5 gallon, and we've got an edition for, was it the 3 gallon? I think it is. Keg on there too. So if you got a smaller style keg, so yeah, go grab those up, man. And then we want to build an actual program to teach these kids some, and we're using that as baby steps to build. And I want to get you guys input on this and see, because I feel like a lot of, we got Ryan from Canada up in here, man. Thanks for coming, Ryan. So, oh, nice, man. Look at him, dude. Look at David. Even sharing how to make lists, man. That'd work great if I had an iPhone, but I'm a normal person and have an Android. So, yeah, we'll start that fight. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to build this program out, right? Because here's what I've seen. It's another reason where the whole inspiration came from Tint Fam, right? Is we need more good people in our industry, right? We need more people with a badass attitude. And I mean like a good kind of badass attitude, not a bad ass attitude. And we need to get more people in the industry. We need to get them trained well, right? So what are people's options to breaking into the industry right now? One option is you can work for super cheap at a shop and learn on the job and go that route. Um, a lot of people aren't very well at training, and their business isn't structured very well to have time to train. Or you can go to a 3 day to a week long class to learn, right? So, uh, yeah, the good ass, not the bad ass, man. Um, and oh man, I love the Tint Fam. And so, what's up, Zach? Thanks for coming in, man. And I want to be able to build a program, right? I want to build an apprenticeship accreditation program. I want to build a structure for training that isn't that is decentralized, right? You don't come to one place for this. You don't come to a circle of a couple places for this. This is a program that we can give to a business owner to be a part of. It says, hey, if you want to train tenners and bring people in, here's how we recommend you start setting your business up. And then we recommend you bring someone in. We recommend you start training them by teaching them these skills, and not this exact order, but in these modules, right? Teach them this set of skills, then teach them this set of skills, then teach them this set of skills. And that's what we're trying to build with it, so that we're not as much looking at how to train someone. I'm going to teach you one way to bottom load a window. Someone else is going to teach you a different way to bottom load a window, right? Both of them are teaching you how to bottom load a window. The exact how to bottom load a window isn't important, but I think someone needs to know the skills of like how to handle film without dropping it, right? How to lay the film, how to get film on the glass without touching anything, right? Then there are different ways to do that, right? So I want to be able to build an apprenticeship accreditation program that teaches the business owner in order to teach this kind of stuff in, so that people aren't just kind of coming in and how do I say it? Just kind of teaching, because let's be real, if you're a tint shop owner, right, and you do the tinting and you answer the phone and you do the marketing and you check in customers, you check out customers, you do all that, you don't have time to train. I mean, not to the most effective. You may have one person out of 50, right, that you can train like that because they're just savvy, they'll pick it up. But you can't grow your business. That's the exception. And I see so many times people go for the exception. That's the exception. That's not the norm. That's the exception, right? You can't build your business on exceptions. You got to build your business on norms, right? And see, Kevin's talking about detailing has some stuff. Wrappers have some stuff. I think that's nice. And see, Letha has some stuff here. See, and that's why, like, another thing I was talking about with Greg's stuff is, so I want to be able to have a program that we can give and say, hey, if you want to start hiring window tinters, we recommend you set your business up like this, right? Change your mindset. There's a lot there, right? You can't, if you're trying to train someone and you're constantly being pulled off to do this, like if you're training someone, you answer the phone, you're not training, right? If you go check in a customer, you're not training, right? So if you are training, you're training them to run their own business. So I want to teach the value to the business owner of how to structure a business to be able to bring people onto the team. And I want to be able to teach people coming into the industry the value of working a job under good leadership, so that when they come into work, they tint cars, they go home, they can make good money without having to be the business owner and go through all that, man. You're taxed like crazy being a business owner. Yeah, you got tons of write-offs, but you're also taxed like crazy, man. So what I'm looking to do is build that program out to structure it out to where, let's say a shop, they're ready to hire people. So we recommend you set your business up like this to make this, to increase your chance of success with this, right? It's not a requirement, but it's very suggested. And then once you hire this person on, you start training, you train, these skills first. And then when you think they've got these skills down, you're willing to write off on that. You can say, hey, all right, you're ready for the next step, right? And you can train them through these different stages to go from an apprentice to a window tinter that you can set free, right? And they'll have a program online they can go to when they come into the company. They can go online, they can have different resources to read about, to learn about, to have all this information in one place instead of having it spread out over all these Facebook groups, because there's tons of value in the Facebook groups. The problem is it's all over the place. And if you're not involved long term, you're either never going to see some of it, or you're going to miss a lot of it, right? So I want to be able to take all that and bring that into what is it? One centralized style and one centralized program that we can then take and say, yeah, thanks for coming on, Cash. We'll talk to you later, brother. And we can say, here's how you can do this, and take them through this program. And then as they grow through and they become, out of apprenticeship and become like a tinner, you think, hey, you're comfortable to say this person's a window tinner. Then you, as a business owner, being a part of the program, sign off and write your name off on it, right? And we can have a database of people who are set up, who have made it through the apprenticeship program, people who have been certified through this program, not just by one brand, not just by one school, but by the person teaching them who's willing to put their name on the line, right? So we have accountability there for the trainers who are writing off on apprentices to say, hey, I think this person is ready to stop being a window tinner. I mean, to stop being an apprentice and graduate from apprenticeship into an actual certified window tinner under this model, right? They write off on it and they say, I, Billy freaking Murray, certify that this person has gone through this and understands this set of skills. And we get accountability through that. Well, we get tons of stuff through that. So let's see, Cam went to Lumar for a week. Yeah, and you kind of learned a lot throughout the way, right? And I want to be able to build a way that's duplicatable, because that's not duplicatable. It is a great way, and it's how a lot of us have learned for a long time. But our industry is growing, and it's growing fast enough to where there's this immense need for more skilled workers to come into. Is a big thing, and to be trained through, and without some type of long-term process for bringing people in and training people, we're going to run into this over and over and over again. Thomas says there's tons of value, but also a lot of negative. So many people knock someone else for the way they do it. Facebook groups are Hyde and Jekyll. 100%. And that's nothing that will ever go away completely. I think a lot of us are good at choking that kind of stuff out with positive content, not like saying, fuck off, but by, okay, there are these negative people, so we're going to fill it with so much positive content, these negative people kind of fall to the side. I think we're getting better and better with that. And the program has a lot of accountability. So here's one barrier of entry I wondered about is, let's say someone wants to say, hey, I want to be a part of this accreditation program. I want to train tinners in my shop to grow up from apprentice on, right? Well, if you don't have someone that is willing to put themselves up and say that they know the skills that have to be taught, then they can't be a part of it. It is the best way to say it, right? If you're going to say, hey, I want to train people and bring them on, well, you've got to first show that you know these sets of skills as part of this, right? Hey, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this, I can do that. Might not be really good at this aspect of it, but I can do it. And I can do this. I'm really good at the rest of these things, right? Like, that's fine. That's someone who can come in and train, and be willing to write themselves off and saying, hey, I feel like I can be a part of this, right? So there will be some barriers of entry to that, but I think it's something that will be worth it. And there will be growing pains, and there will be people who take advantage of the system. There always will be, right? But 80 to 90% of people can benefit greatly from something like this. So, bro, I love the idea of mobile stuff, man. I've had a plan in the back in my head for a long time for converting an RV over to a tent shop. That I thought would be awesome. I hope to be able to do it one day. I hope to take an old RV, boom, rip it up, make it into a tent shop, man. It's a crazy idea, but I think it would be cool as hell. And that would be some cool mobile stuff. So, and that's like what Jordan says. He says, I don't think I would be a good trainer currently. And here's part of why I want to do this, right? Because let's say we were to give you a list of skill sets, right? And we said, hey, can you do this? Can you do this? Can you do this? Can you do this? Not necessarily like, can you, are you super well at it, but can you do these things, right? Can you perform these skills, right? If we asked you, said, hey, do this, could you do it? Is a big thing, right? So at that point, breaking it down, because, with training, a lot of people don't have a process to train with, right? So if you have a system that says, hey, when you've got someone training, first teach them these skills. just these few sets of skills, right? And when they show that they can perform these sets of skills, now teach them these skills. I think that is a much more duplicatable option than if I said, "Hey Jay, you can tint. Teach this guy how to tint." Right? I want to build that program to build that structure for people to be able to do it through. And there'll be great teachers who teach that program wonderfully. There'll be guys who kind of struggle through it. There'll be guys who don't like doing it, but it might work for them. Hopefully, like so, little things like that, man. So, yeah, I'll give my idea, man, because it's the Tint Fam, bro. Imagine an RV, right? They have slide outs. What if we take those slide outs, make them the whole back half of the RV, right? The bus style RV, so you got room and you can support the weight of a car inside, right? So you take that, you take a toy hauler style ramp that folds out, right? And then you've got these huge slide outs that slide out. That's where you got room to open your doors, where your toolboxes are, all that kind of cool stuff, right? Then you've got feet that come off of those to support the ends because they're going to have to come out fairly far, farther than most slide outs do in a camper. And you can pull that bad boy up in there, you shut that toy hauler door, and you can tint a car inside there, right? And you open the door back up, you pull it out, and when you go, you pull the feet up, you slide the slider back in, close your door, right off to your next town, man. So, yeah, I always thought that would be super cool, man. Right. Some people are good teachers and don't even know it, man. Like, so I don't have a whole lot of time left. I want to build a board of people, and this will be one of the lives, is people who want to give input into this. So basically I'm going to build this live is the best way to say it. I'm going to structure it out. I'm going to break down the different skills. We're going to build out, a workflow for it. We're going to move it around, shift it around based on people's input. And I want you to be a part of that. If you want to be a part of building that, come be a part of it, man. Timmy, you're getting into this is a whole plotter hand cut debate that I don't have time for. But it is an awesome debate that we can even have on the show one night, even on the Tint Fam show, whatever, man. So it's just a long answer that it's getting down to right at 8 o'clock now. I don't have time for. So I got to close this out here in just a few minutes, but I really want to build that live, and I want you all, if you're willing to be a part of that, right? There are people I've already talked to who have wanted to build some training program like that before that I think will be involved. And it might be something on Clubhouse. It's going to be a different platform than just the Facebook Live stuff because it's got to be a little more interactive. And I've got some options for that. We may try a few different platforms before we get there. And Jay, I'm 100% for that, bro. I would love to, man. That would be super damn cool, right? So I'll find a platform for that. We may try a couple different platforms to figure out. And there's an open invite to that. To be a part of that, to be a part of helping build that. We're going to start off first with building the high school class out because it's more of a basic structure that doesn't go too deep. And then once we build that out, we'll expand on that. And if you want to be a part of that, I'd love to have you. We're going to build it live, man. So that's going to be tons of fun. So that's that. Then just to keep that knocking around, start conversations about it in the groups if you would, to see what other people think. Let me know what you think. And, keep me posted, man. Jump on some of the lives when you see them, feel free to skip some, feel free to come on. It's all going to be open build with that. And I look so forward to it, to be able to build that, especially to start off with building the high school class. It's going to be so awesome, man. Could you imagine being exposed to window tint, right out of high school or through high school and graduate and being able to have time to jump in a shop and start getting some work done. Imagine how much further you'd be in your career at the age you are now if you had started in high school, man. I came out of high school wild is the best way to say it, and jumped into stereos for a while and then found window tint. And it took me a while to get there, and if I had started earlier, man, it would be awesome. I appreciate that, Ian. It would have been awesome if I got involved in it sooner than I did. And it's funny because the guy who trained me, his name's Sam Arthur. He hounded me for years. He's like, come on, I'll teach you, man. Come learn tint. Come on, dude. You're going to be awesome at it. Just come do it. So, I fought him for a while on it because I liked where I was, man. But imagine to be able to get that right out of high school, man. What your life could look like, man. Like imagine by the time if you get out of high school at 18, by the time you're 20 to 25, being able to go ahead and buy a house, man. Like being able to drive the car you want to drive, because you put in the work, and you've already got 5 years of experience at 23, like, man, I couldn't imagine, what that can do for some people. And that's the big hope there, is to be able to help these kids at least here do it. And once we build a high school program out, we can take that, we can put it either in other high schools, we can put it in tech schools, and we can kind of expand on that as we build up to the actual apprenticeship model for it. So, yeah, and I just happened to see this one. This one came across that Christina says that everyone learns differently, man. And that's part of why I want to also have the resource online that Greg Sloan had, the How to Be a Film Star deal. So through the How to Be a Film Star, what we can do with that, I've talked with Greg about this, is we can take this reference source that has stuff as much as, like different tool options and what they do, what they're used for. And I guess this is like a advertising promotion is what it says, some tips through this, So what I like is this gives us options. I just realized he's got a little dinosaur here in the middle of that QR code. What gives us options is an apprentice gets hired on. Well, now through the business, they have access to this database. The business creates a login for them. They go and they log in. They've got access to this database of the film star stuff, and it's got videos they can watch on like good uses for if they're working on a slide like this, good uses for the tools that are on there, or even like these tools. Like, hey, I see the speed loader up top. Like, we'll click a link to see how to use it. Bam, a 1-inch mini scraper. Click this link to watch the video to see how to use it, or it can be the video embedded in. Like, there's so much cool stuff we can do with this, man. That I would love to have you all be a part of. Is the best way to say it. I would love to have everyone be a part of this, man. It's a big thing of mine, a big love of mine to do that. So. Yeah, Cam, imagine, dude. Like there's so much cool stuff we can do, man. But I always love the idea. Rollback is a pretty cool option to be able to have like a box that you can roll out. Now, I think the hardest part, we still need to have some kind of slide option, because you've got you got to be able to open all 4 of the doors, right? I wouldn't build something mobile that I wouldn't be able to have all the room I need in, or I wouldn't want to mess with it, man. So imagine something like that. I could pick the car up and have the big, slide outs, man. That way you don't have to put your tools away. You can leave your tools on the wall, and you pull the vehicle out, you slide it in, and you still got room to walk in there. Man, oh man. So if you know someone who's got $1 million who wants to build a mobile rig, get them in touch with me, man. And we can make that happen, man. So Dustin says he's down. Greg says he's open. Yeah, Greg, we'll figure out, all that kind of stuff, man. There's so many options there, man. We got a long way to go. Oh, Corey comes in at the end to save the day, man. I don't know if you guys have seen the rack that's going around, and it's available on tintfam.com that Corey designed. He's got a really cool, awesome rack where you can hang your film up on, pull it right off, sit it down on your plotter, put it right back up, man. So awesome stuff. Cam's even got a car hauler, man. I hope you got a truck to pull that thing with. Oh, you got a truck. So it looks like Cam's going to do it, guys. Looks like we got a good challenge for Cam to jump in and build some wild stuff, man. So yeah, those are 2 big things, man. Tint Fam, we're going to have a lot for that regularly, where you guys can come on, joke around, brainstorm, have a good time. It's going to be really low key. Just have a good time, hang out. What is it? Clubhouse might be a good one for that one, for cutting up. I might have some platforms we can do where we can all be on video if you want, and have more people on video. We might be able to do it through here so people can chat. We might be able to do it through Microsoft Teams. There are some cool options we can do it through. And then with the high school class / apprenticeship accreditation program, that will be built live too, and anyone can come in and just be a part of that building. We'll discuss different things, and we'll have more structure to it later on than we do at first. At first, it'll be kind of loose structure, kind of building. And eventually we'll say, all right, well, we've got our overall structure. We're going to focus on this section tonight, and we'll focus on that section, and we'll go with that. So let's see. I'm talking about teach kids how to tint before school's out, like a credit course. Like, look at this, man. See, like Corey's even had talked to schools about it. So I think building a high school program is going to be an awesome start to help get more people into the industry who have good experience and who will have time to see the value of working as an employee. The hard part is just having people come into the industry isn't enough, because there are a lot of people who need to learn leadership, need to learn how to structure a business better to help have more time to sow into people. And that's part of what I want to do with that accreditation program too, is to help build, help set out a good layout for a business, a good structure for a business moving into that, and to help set those numbers, like what kind of numbers you need to be at to make that work, and we can have like a plug and play program, plug your numbers in here, and here's what you need to work towards as a gross to get to where you can have someone else on to help you out up front. And then you got time to train more fully. So, yeah, so they're open. They're both gonna be open. Tint Fam's gonna have fun. I've got cards going. Again, these are misprint cards. No, this is a good card. So go be a part of the card. If you want to be on the cards to kind of go over everything. If you want to be on your own card, you can go to tintfam.com/trading cards. If you work for a brand, or some brand who wants to do some advertising and get out there and be a part of it, they can go to tintfam.com/trading card sponsorship. And it's got a way in there to sorry, I'm like brain farting watching these chats right now while I'm trying to talk, man. And there'll be a way you can go and you can sponsor cards in there. It'll show you how to upload your logo, how to pay for all that, all kind of cool stuff. So if you want to be a part of that, go for it. If you want to be on your own trading card, you can either sponsor your own trading card for $75, or you can allow someone else to sponsor it. And whether you pay for it there, or whether you let someone else who actually wanted to sponsor to do it, like there's go back and watch the video if you want to do that. And if you want to be on the sticker bomb, we got more sticker bombs coming out. We've got a couple sticker bomb keg wraps going out from the giveaway. And if you want to be on that one, make sure you get your logo to me. Go to tintfam.com/sticker bomb, fill out the form, upload some logos, some options, that kind of stuff. And we'll put them on the sticker bombs as we go along. And we've got more sticker bomb stuff coming. So, yeah. So, I mean, back Thursday, we'll start building Thursday, man. On Thursday, we'll start building the class and the program. We'll build it live. We'll start from scratch right on live, and we'll go from there, man. And we'll have room for people to jump on, be part of the live, to suggest some stuff. We'll have room for discussions around it, all that kind of cool stuff, man. So I'll even get Jesus on here, Mr. Buhanda. I'll even get him on here too, to be a part of it as well, because he'll help us out with structure, like what kind of structure they need, how to build it out for a class, how to get it approved. So thanks everyone for jumping on. I appreciate every single one of you, the Tint Fam. I love you. I love the Tint Fam, every single one of you. And if you're watching this later, I love you too. And yeah, man, I appreciate y'all being a part of it. For the Tint Fam, for the cousins, the uncles, the Tint Fam granddads, the cousins twice removed, the fifth cousins 22nd time removed, all that kind of stuff. I appreciate you all being on here, and I appreciate y'all being a part of this. I appreciate, man. I don't know what to say, man. I just appreciate all of you so much, man. And we will see y'all another time. Thank y'all.